I think all relationships have challenges in them, and all relationships have strengths. And it's better to be more specific about what the challenges are and to help people understand that we have methods for dealing with all the challenges. Now, there are some relationships really that are dangerous to people. Relationships that are psychologically abusive, physically abusive, where there's a real perpetrator and a victim, and other relationships where, for example, an addiction is not admitted to or dealt with, that are really very problematic relationships where there are multiple affairs, that are betrayals. And these are really serious challenges for a relationship. But rather than saying the relationship is toxic, it's better to identify what the challenge is and how to meet it. Sometimes, however, relationships don't actually change. And so if a relationship has these really serious challenges and it doesn't change, then it's a matter of calculus to figure out whether you're better off alone or with this person.
Psychological abuse means you feel from your partner's words like you're getting beaten up. It hurts. It feels terrible. It hurts your heart. It makes you feel kicked in the gut. It makes you like gasp from the audacity of what your partner is saying. And here's what it sounds like. We would put it in the category of contempt. It sounds like this. You are such a friggin' idiot. What is the matter with you? My God, I can't count on you for anything. Or you wouldn't even think to drive the car to the mechanic, would you? You wouldn't even think of taking care of our car, of filling it up with gas. You know why you wouldn't think of it? Because you're too stupid. That's why. You're just a friggin' idiot. I don't even know why I married you. Doesn't that just shake you? Doesn't that just make you want to throw off those words? We call that psychological abuse because the words are getting into your head. They're getting into your head, they're getting into your heart, and they're telling you you are worthless. You are nothing to me. You are worse than dirt. You are a speck of dust. That's how you end up feeling in a relationship where there's psychological abuse. And when that happens day after day after day, and you try to tell your partner, hey, look, could you please express your thoughts in a different way? Because those words are really hurting me. And your partner responds by saying, so what? Serves you right. Just work on changing. Then you know you're in a psychologically abusive relationship because your partner is taking no responsibility for the ways they are hurting you, right? There's an old statement. I remember this one from my mother. I don't know if you guys remember it, but it was something like this. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Wrong. That is so wrong. Words do hurt us. I've had couples that I've sat with in my office many, many times. And one partner has been really contemptuous of the other person. And that person is suffering from headaches, from backaches, maybe from too many flus and colds over the winter season, and they can't seem to get well. Maybe they even develop pneumonia. There is a price you pay for sitting with psychological abuse for months and years on end. It's really, really harmful for your body, in fact. There has been research that has shown that the number of times a listening partner will hear contempt from the other person predicts how many infectious illnesses they're going to have in the next 4 years. So, you know what that means? It means that contempt not only hurts you psychologically, it hurts you physically. It suppresses and depresses your immune system. So, you can't fight viruses and germs the way you could if you were in a happier relationship. Isn't that amazing? It blew our minds when we heard that. So, psychological abuse is nothing to laugh at and it's nothing to minimize. What can happen though, and here's a bigger risk from it, is that you start to believe what your partner is saying. You start to feel like, God, maybe I am worthless. Maybe I really couldn't ever have a loving relationship because I'm not worthy of it. Maybe this is the only partner I could ever have because I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, I'm so unattractive, I'm so stupid, I'm whatever your partner has said to you. You start believing it. And then what happens? Those are some of the saddest people I've ever seen, where they have no belief that they are even worthy of their own existence. It's just tragic. So, if you begin to sense that your partner feels contemptuous towards you or will not take feedback from you, that their words are really hurting you and that they need to change how they're expressing themselves and that maybe you guys should both get help, then really don't stick around too long because it's going to really hurt you in every which way. And we don't want to see that. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have a relationship that is supportive, that is caring, that is respectful, that needs are expressed freely by both of you in a way that doesn't feel critical or contemptuous or abusive, where the person is expressing their own feelings about a situation and what they do need you to do, rather than poo pooing or dismissing with a scorn the things that you are doing. So remember that you deserve love, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter what you want to be, you deserve